Anti-government sentiment sweeping across Europe. Is America next? Welcome back to KIP TV, where we explore global geopolitical trends. Today, we dive into the rising anti-government sentiment sweeping across Europe and discuss its potential implications for the United States. We'll examine statistical data from the Global Protest Tracker and other sources to create a timeline of events, while also drawing attention to a historical event involving Cuba in the 1980s. Europe has been experiencing a significant wave of anti-government sentiment in recent years. According to the Global Protest Tracker, mass demonstrations, protests, and movements have been on the rise, fueled by a range of factors such as economic inequality, political dissatisfaction, and cultural shifts. From 2018 to 2022, the number of protests and demonstrations across Europe increased by 60%, with notable peaks in countries like France, Italy, Spain, and the United Kingdom. These protests have often targeted government policies, corruption, austerity measures, and the erosion of civil liberties. While it's challenging to predict precisely when a similar socio-political contagion might affect the United States, we can analyze various factors that could contribute to such a development. When comparing the economic, political, and social conditions between Europe and the United States, we can identify certain parallels. Rising income inequality, declining trust in political institutions, and cultural polarization are challenges faced by both regions. The United States is not immune to the influence of global events. Given the interconnectedness of economies and the ease of sharing information, socio-political movements can quickly spread across borders. It is possible that the anti-government sentiment observed in Europe may find resonance among certain groups in the United States. So, how might this contagion affect America politically, socially, culturally, and economically? Politically, we may witness a rise in populist movements and an erosion of trust in established institutions. Traditional political parties may face challenges as disenfranchised citizens seek alternative voices. Socially and culturally, the divisions within American society could be further amplified. Debates around identity politics, immigration, and economic disparities may become more contentious, leading to increased polarization and social unrest. Economically, the effects could be multifaceted. Investor confidence might be affected, potentially leading to market volatility. Additionally, labor movements and demands for greater economic equality may gain momentum, leading to policy shifts and potentially impacting business environments. It's worth noting a historical event that demonstrates how social and political dynamics can have cross-border effects. In the 1980s, Cuba released a significant number of prisoners and sent them to Florida, known as the Maria Litos crisis. The Maria Litos influx had considerable social, cultural, and economic ramifications on Florida. It affected crime rates, strained public resources, and sparked debates about immigration policies and the integration of these new arrivals. While we can't predict the future with certainty, it is essential to recognize the potential for a socio-political contagion like that seen in Europe to impact the United States. By examining statistical data, historical events, and global trends, we can better understand the complexities and potential consequences. It is crucial for policymakers, scholars, and citizens to remain vigilant and actively address the underlying issues that contribute to anti-government sentiment. By studying the causes and patterns of protests in Europe, we can gain insights into the factors that may drive similar movements in the United States. Economic inequality, political dissatisfaction, and a sense of social injustice have been significant catalysts for protests in Europe, and these same issues exist in varying degrees within American society. To prepare for the potential impact of such a contagion, the United States should focus on addressing these underlying concerns. This includes implementing policies that promote economic equality, strengthening democratic institutions, fostering inclusive and open dialogue, and finding common ground among diverse groups. Furthermore, it is essential to recognize the role of technology and social media in shaping and spreading these movements. In the digital age, information and ideas can be disseminated rapidly, and social media platforms provide a platform for organizing and mobilizing collective action. Understanding the dynamics of online spaces and their influence on public opinion will be crucial in shaping the future response to anti-government sentiment. In conclusion, while we cannot predict the exact timeline or extent of a socio-political contagion similar to what Europe is experiencing, it is important to be aware of the underlying factors that contribute to such sentiments. By analyzing statistical data, historical precedents, and global trends, we can better understand the potential impact on America politically, socially, culturally, and economically. Proactive measures, including addressing societal concerns and promoting inclusive governance, can help mitigate the potential negative consequences and pave the way for a more resilient and united society. In the face of potential socio-political contagion, it is crucial for America to foster a resilient society that can withstand and adapt to changing dynamics. One example would be to restore public confidence in democratic institutions while maintaining stability and trust in the government. This includes promoting transparency, accountability, and responsiveness to citizens' needs. Implementing electoral reforms, enhancing checks and balances, and ensuring equal representation can help restore faith in the democratic process. Economic disparities are often at the core of anti-government sentiment. By addressing income inequality, promoting job opportunities, and ensuring access to quality education and healthcare, America can strive for a more equitable society. Policies that promote social mobility, support small businesses, and invest in infrastructure can contribute to narrowing the wealth gap. Social cohesion plays a crucial role in mitigating the effects of polarization and division. Encouraging open dialogue, fostering inclusive communities, and promoting diversity and inclusion can help bridge ideological gaps. Investing in community building initiatives, supporting cultural exchange programs, and promoting civic engagement can contribute to a more cohesive society. In the age of information overload, enhancing media literacy is essential. By equipping citizens with critical thinking skills and promoting media literacy education, individuals can discern reliable information from misinformation and fake news. This can help counter the spread of divisive narratives and promote a more informed citizenry. As we analyze the anti-government sentiment sweeping across Europe and consider its potential impact on the United States, it is clear that proactive measures must be taken to address underlying issues and build a resilient society. By strengthening democratic institutions, addressing economic disparities, promoting social cohesion, and enhancing media literacy, America can mitigate the risks associated with anti-government sentiment. It is crucial for policymakers, civil society, and citizens to work together to foster a society that values inclusivity, fairness, and open dialogue. While the exact timeline of a socio-political contagion affecting the United States remains uncertain, by learning from global trends, historical events, and statistical data, we can better prepare for potential challenges and navigate them effectively. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the anti-government sentiment sweeping across Europe and its potential implications for America. Remember to stay informed, engage in constructive dialogue, and work towards a stronger and more resilient society. Until next time, take care.